online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Hey everyone, and welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV's after show for America's Got Talent. That's right. I am Kaori Takee, and you can tweet me anytime at Kaorius, and you can send over your questions, your comments, whatever you got to say at hashtag ABTVAGT. That's ABTVAGT. And I'm joined by some awesome people right here. I've got Kevin John.
Kara, before we start, something's different about you today. What's different? You're beaming today. Something looks great. You're beaming today.
I just didn't have time to put makeup on? Is that what you're putting me in the spot?
No. So you're all natural.
I have no problem not wearing makeup.
And I was going to say, Kaori, if you guys, obviously on the camera doesn't show, but Kaori looks absolutely stunning without makeup.
Okay.
She's beautiful.
Enough.
So anyways. Natural, exactly. And speaking of natural, I am naturally the irreverent yet comical host, Kevin John, filling in for Daniel Weiss today.
Speak for yourself about comedy, but
Well, I just complimented you. You're going to throw shade at me.
I'm just kidding. And next to you.
You're still beautiful.
Well, how can people follow you all along the way on Twitter?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyKevinJohn. You can go to my website, www.itskevinjohn.com, or you can follow me home if you're cute.
All right.
No, don't do that. That's creepy.
What about Cameron?
Hey, what's up? It's Cameron Penny, and you can follow me on my Twitter account at YoTownMusic. And, me and Daniel still beefing. I come, he doesn't show, I show, so, he'll be back. Hopefully maybe you can help us be friends again.
I definitely do hope
Please.
so. I think it's possible. I mean, you guys share both the same interests, a.k.a. America's Got Talent. Black women.
Kaori is a great mediator, so she can bridge any gap. Except Shaq and Kobe. We're gonna make that happen.
Okay, so we're reviewing audition round 5. What were your overall thoughts of this particular audition round?
One of my favorite shows.
Ooh.
All the way up until the last performance. I was highly entertained the whole time.
Interesting.
Yes.
I would definitely say it was entertaining, but for all the wrong reasons. Some of these acts were just ridiculous. So I would say it's entertaining, but definitely not a lot of talent that I saw.
I have actually missed the ridiculousness of America's Got Talent audition rounds. We haven't been seeing a lot of them. We've been seeing a lot of good talent.
Extreme.
So it was, extreme kind of sucked. It was kind of a relief that we had such a not so great round of auditions, because there was a lot of comedy factors, strange things that we witnessed that you would never see on another talent show.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give it to that. But before we go on, I want to let our viewers know that we want to make our podcast better right here at AfterBuzz TV. So first of all, thank you for always tuning in and commenting and rating and all that stuff and tweeting us. But you know what you can do to make this better is go over to podcast1.com and take a survey. It's about 3 minutes, very, very short. And just for 3 minutes, we can just really improve and just help out. We listen and we read everything. So podcast1.com, drop over for a quick survey.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Obama's podcasting, so that's good stuff.
Yeah, Obama podcast at a garage.
And he said the N-word, which was another show.
That's a word we don't use on this show, though. And if we do use the N-word, it is for necessary, neat, and neographical.
Okay.
I need to find a way to use the word neographical.
Neographical. Use it in a sentence. The acts that we saw tonight on America's Got Talent were neographical.
Boom. Okay. Well.
Okay. Well,
I'll Google that
definition
later. Yeah,
to
exactly. I'm teaching our viewers something.
So we start off with a brother duo called The Gentlemen.
Yes.
Zach and Cameron, and they dance to some Usher music, and they have Usher moves. I thought they were good, but I I wouldn't have passed them through the next round. I don't see them making it very far, but what did you guys think and why?
You say Usher moves? Oh, you're right. I was thinking.
I am right.
You know what? I was thinking of. You know what they remind? You're always right. 2% of the time. But anyways, no, you know what? I was thinking of that other couple, Elin and Noah, that did MC Hammer. They were like in the first show or something.
Yeah, you're
I'm way
behind.
Up. I feel blessed. All right. So, anyways, the gentleman. You know, it was interesting. I don't know why they were dressed like Michael Jackson, though, to be dancing like Usher.
You kept saying that.
And maybe it's because today is the anniversary of Michael Jackson's death.
Is
and they knew
it?
6 years.
They knew it was going to air today, and that was his anniversary, so maybe they were just paying homage to him. But you keep saying they weren't dressed like Michael Jackson. Name one other performer that wears black slacks, white socks, black loafers, and a white shirt with a suit.
Every other magician.
Like such as? Exactly. Get back to me on that. Cameron, what did you think?
Hey, you know what? I really like the gentleman. I like their interaction. I like how the younger brother was telling his older brother that you're always so serious. You need to lighten up. And the other brother has way more swag. And you can check that out. Their moves were kind of outdated. It was kind of just
Usher-like.
Yeah, it was real. You know, they had the Usher playing in the background, but I like their interaction. I like them. I mean, I don't know if I would have passed them, but they definitely were good TV.
I thought they were great. I thought they were great.
I don't know if I would pass them, but they were good TV for sure. All right, so let's talk about Oz Pearlman. It's spelled Oz, but he calls himself Oz Pearlman.
That's because he's from
New York.
And he has,
according to his Twitter, he's from New York. He's 32. He's a mentalist. First of all, he did some really impressive stuff. He started off by predicting what number Heidi had in her mind, which was 57. And then he went out to predict Mel B's vacation and her favorite staycation with Gary, who was a Spice Girl. I was really impressed. Yeah, Jerry. Excuse me. I was really impressed with that. I loved it.
That definitely was like, okay, wait, this is scary.
That's the kind of stuff I love.
It was kind of like, how did you know? And you know, I'm still speechless. I can't speak on it too much because I don't know if I believe it, but it was very dead on.
And he also stapled the crap out of the prediction.
Pulled it out of his pocket.
But we also have our resident skeptic over here.
Uh-oh. Somebody's not happy.
He was just like, not impressed.
You know,
what do we know?
The problem here.
What's the problem?
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. The problem with certain acts, such as these, is that you have no idea the element of involvement that the producers and the judges already have prearranged with the artist. You can't believe everything that you said. You can't believe my producer was giving me a note. I was trying to figure out what it was, but he was like giving me a puppet sign. But at any rate,
basically he's saying you're too loud.
I'm too loud. Okay.
Stop banging on the tables too with your hands.
You know what?
I'm just helping him out over there.
If you can say that in a very non-geographical way, or neo-geographical way the next time.
Buzzword.
I appreciate that.
All right.
So anyways, now I'm going to talk softer. My problem is when you see certain acts like that, you have no idea if they've been manufactured through production or if there's something that goes on. Because the fact that he verbatimly almost wrote down exactly what she was doing, the way she was doing it. Not trying to say that's not a skill, talent, or some kind of mysterious gift he's blessed with, but I just don't believe it.
Well, to be fair, what giant act does not have producers helping out with the act? I mean, David Copperfield is not purely magical, for example.
Well, first of all, David
Copperfield
is an illusionist. A magician, an illusionist. This guy's a mentalist. So a mentalist.
What's the major difference?
Okay, a mentalist is somebody that can read your mind.
Yeah.
He doesn't like, for example, a mentalist wouldn't go out there and saw somebody in half and be like, "Hey, look at that." No, a magician or illusionist would do that. So it's just hard for me to believe that this guy was able to get into that into her mind like that and write out everything.
I was intrigued. I liked it, but I felt that NBC and some people had some help because it was if he's that point on. that he needs to be making a lot of money all the time, you know, working for cops and, you know, a lot of people, a lot of important people.
Exactly.
Because that was too much.
If you have the skill to read somebody else's mind, I mean, there's nothing in this world you cannot accomplish.
Exactly. Cut the check.
He should be in the CIA or...
The reason why I'm comparing him to magician is because I don't think he really can read minds. I think it's just some form of trickery that we can't figure out. But for what it's worth, it was amazing. It was impressive. We can't figure out how he did it, and that's the main point, right?
I can read your mind right now, Kevin, and you're not happy with what she's saying right now.
Actually, my mind is thinking how flawless she looks with no makeup on.
Oh my God! Could you guys stop putting me on the spot?
That's a compliment. But anyways, nah, Cameron, you basically did say that's what I really was thinking in my head. See, now Cameron's a mentalist because he can read my mind.
Yes, you know.
And before we move on with the other acts that we're going to talk about, I wanted to let our viewers know that Dance Battle America is coming to town. It's a very, very special. It's a special. Brought to you by Maria Menounos, our very own Maria Menounos. And you don't need to be a professional dancer. All you gotta do is have fun. And what's behind this dance battle is Julianne Hough and Maria Menounos have been sending over Instagrams at each other during the holidays with some crazy fun dance moves. And now you guys can participate just by sending over some fun dance moves at dancebattleamerica.com. DanceBattleAmericaCasting.com. Don't forget the casting. DanceBattleAmericaCasting.com.
Check that out.
Kaori, slightly off subject. If there's any dance that you can do, and if you're going to enter this competition and put in a dance, what kind of dance would you do to what song?
I would do something ridiculous with my dog. I would just have fun. I know, see, it's ridiculous.
This obsession with your dog is getting creepy. But anyways,
would you let your dog? Would you twerk for your dog?
Ooh.
I would not twerk for my dog.
Okay, I would get some views.
But she would do that. She would do that for other AGT contestants. But anyways,
what are you talking about?
You said you had a crush on who's that guy?
The producer guy. I can't remember him. What's the guy with the good hair?
Crazy George. Crazy George.
Yeah,
the guy from tonight. You said you liked him.
You're right. I do have a thing for Crazy George.
So you would twerk for Crazy George?
Yes.
Okay.
But let's move on to the next act that I wouldn't twerk for. Britney Allen. She's a worker. She sings on the keyboard.
She's a worker.
I like your face.
She flubbed. They gave her a second chance, and they were basically telling her, you represent second chances. Good singer, not my kind of song. I didn't like that era of music back then, and I was shocked that she went through. This one liked her, though. This one liked her.
I thought she was very talented. First of all, it's hard enough, as anybody is here ever played the piano, it's hard enough just to play the piano and get the notes right.
Sure.
Unless you're freaking Beethoven, John Legend, or you are inherently born with the gift. But it's very difficult. So to be able to do that and to sing simultaneously is really difficult. I mean, that just raised the level of difficultness.
Okay, yes.
And that's what Howard said. If you're not ready to bring your A game, then you're not right on this stage. And
exactly.
However, I think she did brought her A game. She just had a flub in the road. It's kind of like if you look at a premier athlete, just to make it a comparison, in the finals, NBA finals last week, Steph Curry, A game, MVP. He had an off game. He had maybe 2 or 3 off games, but guess what? It's all how you bounce back and finish. She bounced back after she fell off a little bit. She bounced back, did a superb job, and she would have won the Larry O'Brien trophy had it been the finals.
Those are some really big
you really
words.
like her a lot.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, you guys gotta understand, no matter how much you can practice something and beat it into the ground, nothing can ever guarantee a 0% mess up rate or failure rate. There's always a percentage of you messing up, no matter how much you practice something.
I feel like you're giving her a lot more fluff than even the mentalist.
And you know what?
I am. Because it's damn difficult to do what she did. Go ahead, Cameron.
She just wasn't that impressive anyway. Without the flub, with the flub, dude, she wasn't impressive at all. She was cool. She was
good.
She had a good backstory, but we know how you feel about those. It's not about the story. But when she did have her chance to shine, she flubbed. Then she had another opportunity, and they could have just kept the first one because she didn't do anything magical the second time.
Yeah, and the song choice. I think that's what got him because he was like, "What is that song? That's my jam, pretty much."
What was that? Runaway train never coming back.
That wasn't the song.
It was that song.
No,
right?
it was like
Sing
Like,
it.
if I could, wherever you may
Isn't she
go.
so pretty today?
No,
She
okay.
is. She is.
Well,
She's-
oh my God, every time
especially the way
you say
she
that,
sang
that
that.
means it's time to move on. So there was a slew of animal acts. We had Einstein the talking bird, not that impressed. Chinese water dog stripping. That
You
was...
got the X quick.
I laughed so hard, though, because it made completely no sense that this poor dog got clothes and clothes and clothes, and all he did was put the dog on a chair and strip the dog.
It was terrible. It kind
Put the dog to
of
sleep.
looked bestiality-like.
Yeah, and then there was a hyperactive tortoise who wouldn't even eat the strawberry. That was kind of funny. So there was a slew of failed.
Yeah, it looked like NBC
animal.
was just killing time to get. I don't know. I wasn't impressed by any of the animal acts.
Yeah, no,
That was a
sadly.
bathroom break for me.
And then we have a kind of animal act. We have Birdie Sue. She's 57 years old, and she discovered that she should go on America's Got Talent when she was on a cruise, and people were impressed by her bird whistling. What'd you guys think of her act?
The bird whistling?
Yeah.
I actually was, this is the thing. I was entertained. I thought it was damn good. Because the reason
Yeah, you
is,
did.
and you've seen people that can do sound effects with their voices or weird sounds, and they just get out there and do the sound effects. She actually had music playing in the background. She was tap dancing, so she was really making it a show. She was showing great showmanship, or showwomanship in this sense. And I felt that she did enough to make it a show, and she captivated the audience while doing it. I love Bird Lady.
I think it's really split in two because she captivated you and she did not captivate me. But I have a thing against birds anyway. They kind of creep me out.
I
But
thought you're the animal lover over here.
I love animals, but I'm saying I would never own a bird.
That's true, because Wakiki would eat it. So anyways, by the way, Wakiki is the name of her dog.
I'm just going to let
So,
you call her Wakiki. It's fine.
whatever, Macintosh. But anyways, but all I'm saying is that she could have just came out there with a mic and just did the bird sounds. But she actually tried to, make it a show with the tap dancing, with the background music.
And that's where I got lost at because that's not her strength. So
Yeah.
her best way is just to go be a voiceover, doing cartoons and
That is true.
commercials. that's
That
your
is
strength
true.
is not on the stage. So
If she was on Venice Beach, would you drop a quarter in her bucket? Kevin John.
Would I drop a quarter in a
Cameron.
bucket?
Yes.
Actually, I would not. I would drop $1 in there.
Okay.
oh wow, you're a nice man.
Yeah. Okay, who else do you know that can do that?
I know.
If I told you guys right now to make a sound of a bird.
I think Howard Stern and Heidi Klum were doing a decent job backstage
No.
afterwards.
No.
Oh, what'd you think?
Of the bird or them backstage?
The bird lady.
The bird lady is just like Howard done after this season.
Oh, it's so sad.
Dang.
We're gonna get to that.
Dang.
We're gonna get to that. Okay, and then there was a montage of kind of gross stuff. There's a guy blowing up a balloon from his friend's nose, and he sticks it up and comes out, and they blow that nose, and that was weird. But then we have a salsa and acrobatic dance group.
Now, ooh.
You like that one?
I mean, it was
Get into
just,
it.
it was one of those, you can go ahead and tell the story.
Well, I mean, they were the two duos, and in the middle of the audition,
Like 7 seconds into it.
someone messes up his knee, and he's basically saying like he
Hyperextended it?
took too much weight from the other.
You could see
lady.
it pop too. You was
Yeah,
like, ooh. So basically, they was doing the salsa. It was what, a double.
a duo, two duos.
What you know about Suavemente? Hey, Suave.
Okay, next season you guys might want to go to the next.
We're doing the next show, Brothers. But he, no, it was a great act. But what I didn't like, well, I don't say like, but what I didn't feel was when they kept going. Like, the guys were going to the hospital and they're still trying to get their chance to
You
shine.
didn't like that.
No, I was like, you need to be in the ambulance riding with your partner because he probably coordinated the whole thing. But they was their chance to shine. They should have said, take your opportunity and come back next year. They was going to give him another one.
I'm not even. Yeah, that's true. But I'm not even sure if they make it through Vegas and through Radio City Music Hall, are they going to let them all come back as a four? Because you think about it, this was taped a little earlier, so he might be recovered by then. We don't know.
Well, NBC's always looking for a storyline.
Right.
So that gave him a storyline.
And it
but
worked.
Come back next year. Get your knee together. You don't got to wait in a long line. We'll put you right on stage.
What about the act itself? Did you guys think it was impressive? Did you guys enjoy it? What did you think?
I mean, it was good, but, that pop.
Yeah. They kill the momentum.
The thing that I like most about this one, other than the pop, and praise God, it wasn't a bad injury like a Sean Livingston or Kevin Ware or Theismann.
Oh my God, you said Kevin Ware. I gotta dap you up on that.
Okay, I get another dap. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, the thing is that. The thing that most surprised me most about this wasn't even the performance, was the fact that one of the girls sacrificed herself and said, I'm not going to perform because they can do a duet thing. And she just took herself out of it and said, we're going to continue going on. It's going to be the two of you guys. Kind of like Andre Iguodala did in the when Steve Kerr said,
you're not we can't loss, okay, man. We're still trying to get over this loss.
We're not going to start you.
Really back.
So sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself for the better of the team. Mm-hmm. Iguodala did it for the Warriors, and this girl did it for them right here. She sacrificed herself for the better of the team, and I respect it.
It's kind of like us today without Daniel. We're still continuing.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
The show must go on.
Shout out to Daniel, too. I don't know what he's doing today. Oh, I heard he's actually on set right now. He is a stand-in for Kurt Cobain on the Nirvana movie.
Oh, yeah, that is right.
Yeah, he's standing in for him. He's the stunt double for Kurt Cobain. So.
I had 3 jokes of that, but I'm not going to say it.
Well, I'm glad you're not going to say it because it sounds like it's something that shouldn't be said.
No, it's funny, but
okay, afterwards. So they make it through, and the fate of how that's going to turn out, I'm curious.
The emotion of the knee.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the knee thing was a big shocker. And then there was a slew of dancing, evoke tap movement, which they made through. They wanted to bring tap dancing back.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That was cool.
That was cool. And then there was the animation crew, which they came out of the walls and did some crazy stuff. I thought that was neat, too.
Hollywood Boulevard type thing.
Yeah. Kevin didn't like it.
No, I mean,
I'm just kidding. I'm not
totally
like.
I didn't say anything. I wasn't critical of them. I thought it was interesting the way they came out of the wall, and I thought they were great dancers. But the thing is, there was too much costume, too much stuff that I just wanted to see the pure raw dance itself, and I think all that just kind of took away from it.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, and then there was a slew of kid acts, very quick kid acts, performing and making it to the next round. And then we had a child singer named Ariel Burill. She's 11 years old. Are you giving her the buzzer?
Already.
Dang. And she sings opera. She's trained by her brother. But Cameron, take it away. You don't like it.
She's the game changer I've seen so far this season.
Game changer?
Yes. For the fact that everybody's always singing, but opera is kind of a lost art, and it hasn't been in the mainstream. Mm-hmm. So for her to come out there and deliver, but not only deliver, it looked like she was lip singing to some type of audio or something. I'm still think NBC might have did something because she was 2 point on. She sounded too good.
So you're saying she was too good that she's not believable. So you're being like Kevin John with the mentalist.
But I believe it though. I believe that her talent is that good, but it was so hard to believe for being her so young. And I mean, opera is like godly, and it was like put you in another world, and
sure.
I kind of closed my eyes. And I kind of went back to watch it again to make sure what I was listening to.
So what was with the buzzer?
Because she got the gold buzzer.
Oh, she did not get the gold buzzer, did she?
She did get the gold buzzer. How do you use it?
I don't remember her getting a gold buzzer.
She didn't get the gold buzzer? No, I think.
I could be wrong. I don't remember seeing it because I fast forwarded through this.
I don't think she's.
Well, I would have gave her a gold buzzer,
okay.
But if we need the producer, can we get the facts?
We'll figure. Yeah.
But who got the gold buzzer?
Well, there's still one that hasn't been used.
I could have swore she got that gold buzzer.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if
Well, I mean, you might have.
Tweet us out the answer. If you're watching this right now, tweet us the answer.
Tweet us. Who got the golden buzzer? I don't know
I
how
thought
you use it.
She would have got mine because she was. I think that she could take it all away.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Kevin. John. What do I know?
First of all, when you sing opera, you have to have crazy control of your voice.
Yes.
You have to have a very mature voice, and you have to have crazy control. So first of all, to see even an 11-year-old even attempt to sing opera is astounding in a good way. And I thought that she was phenomenal because, not to be stereotypical, but when you see an 11-year-old black girl, you're like, okay, she's going to either do some R&B, some hip-hop. I wasn't expecting her. And I can say that because I'm black. But,
Can I say that? Can I say that?
You ever dated a black guy?
No.
Okay, well, you can't say that.
No, you're racist. So anyways,
I'm
moving
not.
on.
They don't talk
By the
to
way,
me. I don't
but
believe that.
the good news, Kaori, our fans are not racist. So at any rate, the fact is she I wasn't expecting that, but she was phenomenal. She had great control over her vocal range, and I would definitely pass her on as well. I don't know about Golden Buzzer, but I would have passed her.
Everyone passed her, and she's very impressive. And for someone of her age to have that vocal range, imagine what she can do in a couple years. As long as she keeps on
That's
practicing.
why I think that she can win. And if she can actually communicate with some of this hip hop and EDM music in an opera form.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's growth for her in an area nobody's touched on.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Jackie Evenko, too, from, I don't know, season 2 or something.
But this is a young black girl, so,
All right, guys. So next we have from young to old. Are you touching his, leg underneath or something? Like, what just happened?
Yeah. I was taking me to a place.
Are you feeling all right over there?
I am. Now that you just touched me, I'm feeling fine.
Yeah, you got
Thank
goosebumps
Kaori.
quick, dude.
Yeah. What have you said? You said black guys don't talk to you?
Okay, well, we're talking.
How you doing?
No, man.
You guys would make a good couple, though.
Anyways, back to the show.
So back to the show.
Kaori, remember, she's racist. She doesn't like black
She
guys.
doesn't.
So.
She said no black guy ever hit on her. Like, we're gonna believe it.
Crazy George.
You know what I was talking about? There's a slew of old people, from children to a slew of old people. We have a professional cheerleader who is Crazy George, and he wants people to get cheered on by him, and his talent is to start a wave in the crowd, and obviously it was not a hit.
I liked it. I mean, how many people have you seen?
Of course he would.
No, see, this is the thing. Like I said, tonight
is the
was
thing?
very entertaining. The talent was not incredible, but it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I think the fact that he came out there and got the whole crowd, and we're talking the Dolby Theater, where they have the Oscars, that whole massive place, to do the wave, and the crowd was amused. They were enjoying it.
Yeah.
I thought that was impressive. Now, I'm not sitting there saying it was crazy talented, and I probably wouldn't have passed him, but it was entertaining.
Yeah, first I don't understand why he was even booked. I don't know how he made it past that. And then second, everybody in the crowd wants to be on TV, so they all thought that was their moment to shine.
And I like the way he talked, too. Did you notice the way he talked? It was like Hulk Hogan, like, hey, I'm Crazy George, and I'm a professional cheerleader, and I'm going to do the wave, and everyone's going to love me because I'm amazing. And
It was just, but he kept his positive attitude all throughout long, even after all the X's. And then we had I wrote the Layettes, I could be wrong. Oh, Lakeettes, excuse me. The Lakeettes from Colorado, they basically were wearing half white, half red, and doing this little dance
they were
thing.
cute,
I
but-
thought it was cute. They were a little slow for everyone's flavor and for America's Got Talent, but it was enjoyable for what it's worth. But they didn't make it through. And then we have a 75-year-old. That's your alley right there.
That's right. Yes, I can't wait till the real show starts.
75-year-old powerlifting granny, and she lifts 205 pounds.
I'm
that means she could take control.
She can 190. She might be able to put both of us together and lift.
Wow. Well, I only weigh about 75 pounds, and that's soaking wet with boots.
So that's 190 plus 75. So there we go. That's 250.
Yeah. So what'd you guys? Well, she didn't make it through. For what it's worth, it's impressive. But how many times do we want to see someone lift, right? Unless you're at the Olympics, I guess. But all right. And then we have a real estate agent turned stuntman.
She should have lifted her wheelchair. I would have been seeing something like that. Okay, go ahead.
That's true. She could have used a different prop, and it would have been a little more entertaining.
okay, I can't. When I go to the mall, I carry my wheelchair.
Yeah, or carry a couch or something. I don't know. Shell Higgins, real estate agent turned stuntman. He has a chainsaw. He does a handstand. He rushes through the chainsaw, and then he cuts an apple that's in his mouth while he's blindfolded with the chainsaw. It was kind of scary, but it's not my kind of entertainment.
Yeah, it's
just not.
Crazy grandpa.
Yeah, it was entertaining because I'll put it like this: there's always that level of suspense. It's like, what if the chainsaw missed? Now, obviously, if that really did happen, they wouldn't show it on TV. So I think that kind of ruins it. The fact that because it's on TV, nothing went wrong because they wouldn't air it if something did.
We would have heard about it.
Exactly, you would have heard about it. So that's the only thing with some of these extreme stunts and whatnot. It's like it kind of takes away the element of, are they going to do it? Can they accomplish it? Because we already know they did. But to say the least, it was still impressive. He was blindfolded. He took a chainsaw that was literally inches away from disfiguring his face and was able to cut the apple in half. My only problem I had with that is he wasted food on live TV. He wasted food.
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
There are nations starving.
Yeah.
Listen, there's plenty of animals back there that can definitely eat, except for that tortoise who didn't want the strawberry.
That is true. Well,
So-
hopefully they gave the apple to a needy person. Or
Hopefully.
animal.
I'm glad you thought about
Yeah,
that.
that's a good heart. Of
course.
That's a good heart.
I do have
You
a
got
heart.
some kindness sometimes. Okay, and then we have, excuse me, guys, my notes all got messed up.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. Alexi, 34-year-old from Las Vegas. He says he's from Las Vegas, but he had a strong accent. So then eventually he says, "Oh, I'm originally from the Ukraine." He does acrobats with strength, but he doesn't have a partner. He doesn't really want a live human being. He actually has a mannequin because he doesn't want to have an argument with another human being other than his wife. That being said, he comes to the stage with a mannequin, all dolled up, looking fancy. I was very skeptical. And I thought it was going to be terrible, but I was very impressed with him. And we've seen these acrobatic acts before, these duos that do these strength things. But I think, and I could be wrong, but I feel that it's a little easier when you don't have another person like wiggling and you just have a straight like prop, so you can really use your strength.
That was creepy.
You know what kind of
I
remind me
liked
of?
it.
Has anyone ever seen that movie Mannequin?
Of course.
Yeah, of
We
course.
could build our life together, stop this dream forever.
All right.
Nothing's gonna stop us now. Anyways, that's the title song for Mannequin. And thank you, by the way. That was the producer there showing how much he enjoyed.
He's listening. That showed he didn't fall asleep yet.
He hasn't, so we got to keep him up. But yeah, you know, the thing with the show, like I said, it reminded me of that because I'm like, here's a guy working with the mannequin, but he's actually making it happen.
Yeah.
Like he didn't let the fact that it was a mannequin take away from his show. I thought he was still phenomenal with or without it, and I liked it.
It
Yeah.
was just strange, the affection.
Oh, definitely strange.
The communication and the trust he had in something plastic.
Well, I think like you, in
what
a
I-
strange way, you have more trust because that.
You know why he had trust? Because it was built with a whole bunch of metal beams that wasn't
Exactly.
going to break, so he's hanging on the metal beam. It's like, you wait a minute.
It's, like, easier for
You're
him, I
trying to-
think.
It should be a magic trick.
Yeah, I feel like it's easier when you know this thing is sturdy, whereas
Yeah,
you're not relying on someone
There
else's
you go.
strength.
So that took away, could he fall?
But that was just what I thought. Okay, so I liked it. Would you guys have let him through?
No.
Really? Huh? Kevin,
You know,
he did make it through.
I'll say this.
What will you say?
Here's the thing. No, I probably would have let him through.
Yeah.
I think it was kind of, as a woman, I may be a little offended with him saying, well, I don't have a female partner because they're too much trouble or they blase, women issues or whatever it was that he said.
Sure,
It wasn't necessarily misogyny, but it was just kind of like, okay. So what does that say about yourself if you can't work with another human being? So I don't know.
true.
I was kind of thrown off. I was kind of
Another
thrown
good
off
point.
by that.
Another
I'm
good
like,
point.
it just showed arrogance. So I did not like that.
My
but-
wife says I spend too much time in the garage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a good voice, too. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
All right, well, let's talk about Alex Boyer. He is from London, England, but he's been in Salt Lake City for the past 15 years, and he has created a big old group, and he wants to slay Las Vegas, is his dream. They sing to Taylor Swift's Shake It Off.
You know what? As soon as I see him, I thought about Seal, Heidi Klum's husband. Like, oh my gosh, it's like, is that Seal? I was like, hold on, I had to stop my DVR. Like, that's not Seal. Is that Nelly with a band? Oh, that's not Nelly with a band-aid. Is that Tay Diggs? No, that's...
Nope, it's Alex Boyer.
Is that Michael Clark Duncan reincarnated? No.
You guys are racist.
I mean, he looks like
just
Seal. You
listing
can't
all
say he
these
looks
black
like
people.
Seal. I mean,
Well, at least we like black people.
at least
Oh
we
my
talk to
goodness.
them.
Can't say that for everybody on this panel. Anyways,
Oh my
Another fist pump. Fist pump.
so anyways, but yeah, no, I thought it was interesting that he chose a song selection to shake it off as well.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I liked his rendition, and he made it really fun, and all of them were great. I thought they made it through with reason, and I'm very interested to see what other renditions they're going to have.
Yeah, I wasn't happy with Taylor Swift. I like them. I like the dance. I like the communication and the coordination. But Taylor Swift, I think that was really trying to get America.
Was she too white for you or something?
I mean,
Is that what happened?
but Taylor dates black guys. I'm sorry. It hasn't come out yet. But
Who was
I'm
the black guy she dated?
Well, she's very influenced by the culture. She's always dancing. Matter of fact, Kanye West. Remember, they was on stage together.
Oh, gosh. Well, let's not go there. Why are you stretching?
I was stretching because I had a neographical crick in my neck there.
There you go.
And I had the neographics the way out of it. So.
All right, so the final act of the night was what the heck? CM and Danny. They're taxi drivers from Las Vegas. I'm not even sure my notes are correct because sometimes it autocorrects. They dance to a song that Mel B really loves, and she loves it so much she does not X them while everyone else does right away.
Hot.
That one. That one.
The activist burning. I gotta say this. I used to work on a cruise ship, and they played that song literally 30 times every cruise. It was just.
How many people jumped overboard when it came on?
Oh my goodness! I mean, I was steady throwing off life rafts. Don't do it. Come back.
Mel B should rock it on the cruises. Then she should have been on your cruise. But it was just ridiculous. We had the guy balancing his cowboy hat, and the juggler not really juggling.
They live by the common phrase, "Don't quit your day job."
Exactly.
That's made for them.
It was fun though.
You could see he was just trying to do whatever, every little talent he had in his little lifespan. He was trying his hat, his dance, he was tootsie rolling, he was doing whatever he could do up there.
You said tootsie rolling.
It was fun, but I wouldn't want to see it again.
The guy from Ethiopia just is clueless up there. He's like, "What this white guy done brought me? The cow like, you're on TV, right?"
Kevin, you're just nothing else other than don't quit your day job?
No, I think they could take this act on the road. They would just have to change everything about it.
No, they need to juggle with the chainsaw. That'd have been more.
Juggle with the chainsaw, do a little twerking in there, bring a dog out on stage.
Okay, I want to see one of you guys twerk and the other one do the Tootsie Roll.
That's what I'm saying. We can't do it, but they can.
Female participant.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. Okay, so that's where I decided to change the subject. What was your favorite act?
See, every time it comes to a black guy getting closer, she finds a way to go to another subject.
Shame on you, Kaori.
Dang.
Favorite and least favorite act of the night, guys?
My favorite act of the night was... Oh, man.
Okay, I will go first.
Go first.
The Mentalist. I was going to call him my Mentalist. The Mentalist.
Are you serious?
No.
White guy.
I will walk off the set right now. And I did it before.
Why you're between us right now?
I'll find a way out.
Look, I liked The Mentalist. I say he's the act of the night because this whole night for me wasn't that great. And the worst act, I know there's one of them. Let me see. I would say, I guess the wave guy.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy George?
Yes.
What did he ever do to you?
Man,
How is that? I could do that. My God, I could have gotten 90 seconds or less than 90 seconds of fame.
Were you a cheerleader in high school?
No.
Okay, then. It takes a distinct skill to get out to a crowd that big, captivate them with the wave, but not just captivate them with it, but get them to do it as well. The participation. It's not as easy as it looks.
You know where else you can see that happen? At the Dodger Stadium. That's where it starts, okay?
Yeah, and guess what?
Whoever starts at the Dodger Stadium is not...
Nobody. So anyways, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Thank you.
Racist as it may be. So anyways,
just because I like The Mentalist.
Coming up next.
What's your favorite and least favorite, fellas?
Oh, my favorite was definitely the 11-year-old Ariel.
Okay.
She sang and
Ariel.
I think
name that movie. Go ahead.
Oh, really?
Ariel.
I'll even name that character.
that was the lobster.
Sebastian.
Crab.
It was a Sebastian, right?
Yeah.
Ariel. All right.
No, she was like the best because I really could see her doing something. She get with the right people, she can go somewhere.
Yeah.
And the wackus, is that a word? Wackus?
Sure.
Yeah.
He says soft.
No, when I break down a what's the word again?
Neographical.
Yeah, when I break down a neographical of the talent on that show, the worst would have to be.
Well, when you use it in that sense, you have to say I break down the neographics.
Okay, when I break down neographics of that talent,
there you go.
It would definitely have to be the jugglers. They were just like, why are they on stage?
Yeah, they're pretty bad.
Like, are you serious? He resorts to putting his hat on his nose like he's playing with his kids or something, like, where his kids? Like,
I mean, they might as well have just made the crowd do the wave, you know?
Yeah, that wasn't even got participation. That's why I couldn't say him. These guys had nothing.
All right, Kevin.
You know, my favorite, I'm going to go with Britney Allen. I'm going to go with Britney Allen.
Are you serious?
What?
Dude, you guys do not understand talent. It takes talent to play a keyboard and sing on note and do them both
You
simultaneously.
disappointed Cameron.
I don't give a damn. I don't care who I disappoint.
I'm lost.
I think Britney was phenomenal. And I
Okay.
will go out there and say I really liked her.
And-
Ariel was outstanding.
So who would you get tickets to? If you had to get two, you had $20 to each show. Which one would you attend?
I would go to the Bird Lady
What?
and see her chirp the birds. No, I'm joking.
Who's your least favorite?
Least favorite? The Mentalist.
Alright.
Yeah, it was like, dude,
You're
not
racist.
Anybody can go up there, talk to the producers beforehand, and say, so check this out. In the note, I'm going to have written down
Ooh.
Fiji and Gary, and you just have to come out there and do that.
But you know
Anyone.
what you made me think of?
Anyone.
He could have Googled all that. Like, she was in Fiji in 98
Yep.
and asked her certain questions. You know what? That's the worst acting for me, too.
What?
Boom.
Do not hop on Kevin John.
Nah, but he just made a good point that opened up my mind
Right.
to say, wait a minute.
Right?
Don't hop on a skeptic bandwagon,
He could
okay?
do a lot of research and
Okay.
ask the questions that he knew the answer to.
Okay,
Good job, Kevin.
That's what I'm here for.
You guys went, that was my favorite, and that was your least favorites.
That's what I'm here for.
Well, we want our viewers to tell us which ones are theirs and their least favorites, but let's move on to some news and gossip because there are some.
Ooh.
So, there's no music, so I'll just do it. That was music.
AfterBuzz News and Gossip.
Brought to you by Akimon.
All right. Well, first of all, this has, according to preliminary estimates, America's Got Talent averaged at about 10.9 million viewership overall. That's up 9% from last week, and it did really good this past week, which is great. And then also, sad news, Howard Stern has announced he will not be returning to America's Got Talent for season 11. He has other endeavors that he's going to.
His actual quote was,
out.
I'm too effing busy.
Yeah.
Really?
That was his thing. I'm too effing busy.
Yeah. So that being said, that's really sad.
But that's a paycheck, a good paycheck he's leaving
shoot,
behind.
But let me ask, who could fill his shoes or who could be in that spot?
Simon Cowell, bring him in.
He has actually encouraged Simon Cowell to come and fill in his shoes because he's an executive producer for the show. Anyway, but also Mel B as well as Nick Cannon have kind of said he says that every season, so they're a tiny bit skeptical. But I think he's leaving. I will say, though, when it was first announced that Howard Stern was going to be doing the show as a judge, I did expect him to be a little more rough around the edges, but he's been pretty soft with America's Got Talent. It's a different side of him that I really kind of enjoyed seeing. You know, don't yawn at me while I talk. And then finally, there was a little snippet of news that I found kind of interesting. Remember Alex Boyer? He is a great act too, but not my favorite. He was getting calls from talent scouts for the past 4 years to get onto America's Got Talent. So it took him 4 years to finally decide, okay, I'm going to do this.
Who is Alex Boyer?
He's the band.
I know, I'm joking.
Seal? You mean Seal?
Yeah, Seal. Seal.
That's what we're gonna call him by Seal.
All the black celebrities
Well,
of the
he
rainbow.
looks like Seal.
No, he doesn't.
He looks like Seal.
Would you
You
agree?
see, he even put the Band-Aid to cover up his scar.
Well, Seal, that's what I was going to say. Seal has a signature scar there, so.
No, but every one of the bandmates had that same paint thing. I think it was like a
Something.
tribal thing.
Maybe it was contagious. Who knows?
Maybe. All right, well, so he finally decided to do it because he wanted to expand his reach. And that's something that's interesting that we found out recently is that a lot of times people go, the execs, not the execs, but the producers go and scout talent to bring onto the show. All right, so that completes the after show. Any thoughts? You guys are
Just a
good.
little sad.
You guys look pensive.
Just sad.
Pensive because, like I said, the rate of talent, I just wasn't really impressed. It was entertaining, this show, but I feel like the first couple of shows, the talent was outstanding, and it just kind of was like, yeah. And then last week's The Extreme was just kind of So it's just like, I'm just kind of right now. So I need to see more Nia graphics
I
as
agree.
it goes
That's
on.
what I'm looking for.
Nia graphics, exactly.
The past 3 hours of the show wasn't that splendid,
Exactly.
I would say.
I agree.
But in the meantime, where can people follow you? Because people are going to want to follow you guys.
Do you follow us?
Yes.
Yeah, you just never comment. Hey, I am, or like. Hey, I'm, or retweet. Hey, how's it going? I'm
true.
Kevin John. Or share. I'm Kevin John. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Hey Kevin John. And please comment, like, share, whatever. I love to interact with all my followers on social media. Make sure you do that. Cameron.
Hey, I'm Cameron Penny. You can get me on Twitter at O-Town. At O-Town? No. Yo-Town. I had a credit card.
O-Town.
Remember that one from Orlando?
Yes.
Like, what was that song they had with the, I don't know. But Cameron Penny, follow me on Twitter at Yo-Town Music, or you can find me on the gram at my name,
All or
Cameron
nothing.
Penny.
And you can go ahead and continue to send those comments and those ratings and all that fun stuff at hashtag ABTVAGT. What's up?
And did we find out who got the golden buzzer, or there wasn't one this show?
No, I
We'll do some research and get back to
We
that.
will-
Okay,
we
maybe
will
somebody
tweet that
would have
out.
tweeted us or came back to
Yeah,
us.
tweet that out with hashtag ABTVAGT, and also follow the whole entire AfterBuzz team at AfterBuzz TV and myself at Kaori is everywhere, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and all that good stuff. And we'll catch you guys next week.
Before we get out of here, magic. Whoa! Where did that come from?
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.